ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Right, common misconception that I want to tackle here, and that is, when exactly should the fast be closed? Now, it's a common misconception, and there's all kinds of things that I've heard. Like, for example, if you're eating and you hear the Fajr Azan or something like this, you can continue eating. That's not the case. That's not the case. You're not sort of permitted to finish eating in these circumstances. Now, the strict position on it is this: that when the dawn time enters, when Fajr time begins, you must stop eating. And to the extent that even if you had something in your mouth, you would take that back out, you would remove that, you would not swallow it, because that would in fact invalidate your fast, and then you would be liable to do qada and make up that fast, because you're clearly outside the time. The times are very, very strict in this respect, and you must follow them to the T. Timetables these days which are produced, very, very helpful. A lot of them tend to have the closing time for the fast, or the time where the dawn kicks in, so it tells you when suhoor ends, it usually says. So they should be followed as a matter of a thumb rule even, and as a matter of precaution. And if they have perhaps 5 minutes before that, you should stop eating even at the very latest. So it's all about preparation, preparing yourself and ensuring you're eating suhoor and taking part in that. It's a great action of the Sunnah of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. It's from the mustahab actions, and we should definitely take part in suhoor. This was the way of Rasul Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even if it's some days, even if it's some water, there's great blessing of barakah in that for us, inshallah. But as far as closing the fast goes, the end of the suhoor time would be when we would need to stop eating well before that. And we can't continue even if we've not eaten enough. Whatever the reason may be, that is the sort of fine line. Otherwise you would fall into an invalidated fast, and you would have to make that up by way of qada. Wa ma alayna illa al-balagh.